Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk, thinking right out here in the lab in the wee hours of the morning, doing what I do for you. Good morning, I got a good lesson for you. I hope you enjoy it. Let's do this. Right thinking, right isms, 25 rules to live by, excuse me. Storytelling, story with a message in the story for life. I'm giving life lessons. You tune in to receiving. Hope they're working out for you. We got a good thing going. Let's rock. Right thinking mission, yeah, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of obtaining spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission, to get you to do just that. Yours is to learn it and then do it. That's the name of the game. Let's go. Know thyself. You should have an answer for that. And I ask you the question every time I come on. Let's go. Eventually, you will know. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard that. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. Teach them. Yeah, that's why I do what I do for you. Stay tuned. I got you. A person who knows not and believe that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep spiritually. I can awaken them with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons, they reside in you. Right thing is know thyself. Until my act be true. When I mean know thyself, and to Mayat be true. Mayat is the essence and the principles in which we live by, according to Mayat philosophy. So it means be true to yourself. The tidbit there. All right. Today, right thinkers, let's talk about how to find the guru in you. I don't know if I'm in a guru, okay, but there's a enlightened being inside you, aka guru. But in order to do that is something you have to do, and that is defeat your ego. And that's not easy to do. So let's talk about it. Give you a few tidbits, maybe I can help you out. But if you want to be a guru, you want to be saved, you want to be a self-master, I got you. Let's go. Right thinking philosophy, aka Maya philosophy, if mastered, you will have reached the highest spiritual level of enlightenment, aka knowing thyself, nihas, Christhood, anointed, whatever you want to call it again. But it's in you, it's up to you to bring it out with the right tutelage, the right practice, and training. That's just what will happen. That's why these are lessons. Okay, let's go. Now, the guru. What's a guru? A guru is all knowing of what the divine self, knowledge of higher self, and knowledge of all what spiritual truths, and lives them also. When you live your truths, when you walk in your truths, that's the guru in you, conceptually. Okay? Now, a guru lives in a niha state, lives in a meditative state, lives in a God conscious state, because everything he say, everything he do is pretty much profound if you're paying attention. That's why. Knowing thyself at the highest level, aka means knowing all there is to know about one's self, aka mastery of who? Self. First thing. With that knowledge, that's all you need to know. That's the point of knowing all. Self. When you walk in the truth, talk and act in your truth, you're a guru. I'm still practicing. Why? Because I'm still doing that, and it takes a period of time till you get proficient at it. It's a way of life. You're going to walk, talk, and act a certain way. That's right thinking philosophy for me today. The more knowledge of self, along with life experiences in life, now you can what? Help others what? Enlighten themselves, better themselves with your experience and your knowledge, your tutoring, your tutelage. They follow your instructions. They can make it happen for themselves. That's why I do what I do for you. I did it for me already. Watch this. Now, this is important. We need to understand, and most of us who ego driven don't get this concept. Turn the ego down, open the ears, and get this concept. Your ego is a worthy opponent. It will attack you in many ways that you sometimes can't even imagine. The devil, which is your ego consciousness or your ego personality, says that he got 98% of the so-called believers in God. The 2% that he don't have, that he can't mess with, are what? Right thinkers. He tells you that. Now, make your decision. Watch this. He's your ego. Watch this. Is a bad man. He's a fighter to the end. He knows nothing else but fight, 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 do, do, do. So if it's in charge, that's what it's going to do. You have to what? Beat it, aka defeat it, to take away its power. Because if it's in control, it's going to do a lot of things. If you can corral it, control it, harness it, put him in a working position for you, you're good to go. That's how I use him to my advantage. You have to learn that art of mastering your ego to submit him, to put him in a working position for you. Entropy is when the ego is fighting against evil. Why? To protect himself and Ra, who he's defending. So he will fight any opposition. And if you don't understand how to defeat him, he will beat you too. Y'all call him the devil, whatever. But it's the concept. Watch this. Now, if you're ignorant, and if ignorant means the ego's in control of your ego's power, your life is full of fetters, drama, and all kind of nonsense that you create out of ignorance of your ego power. He can destroy your world. All right. You are ego. That's being without God consciousness, aka right thinking philosophy teaches you to destroy, conquer, and put your ego in position that it will work for you, not work you. Personally, I hear people say, you got to kill the ego. No, no, no. The ego is you. It's right there. It's what you are. It's who you know yourself to be. So you can't kill it. Why is this? You can't kill or destroy your ego. Why? You need it. But you have to control it. You have to discipline it. You have to put it in the working position in order for it to be useful to you. If it's running you, it has no use for you. It's going to do what it wants to do. If you control it, it will do what you tell it to do. Your emotions, the greed, all the bad, evil stuff, if you can control those thoughts and you can keep them down where they don't make you do those things, you're getting better and understanding your ego don't run you. Okay, let's go. God consciousness will beat the ego back into what? Submission. And it will begin to what? Work for you. An enlightened being, I have control over my emotions, over my ego, over certain actions. So they don't run me. I don't react. I think and then act. Ego reacts. Smart man, solve problems. Wise man, avoid them. So you get better. Smart is solving, but wise is avoiding them. Let's go. Next one. Now, your guru, let's get to the inside, is your higher self, aka Haru-Ur. You got Haru the kid, you got Haru the adult, then you got Haru-Ur, the full adult. Okay, the warrior who defeated his uncle. which is the ego set. Okay, that's what you want to do. I found that in all my learning only means something what if I use them daily in my life. If I don't implement what I learned, what's the sense of learning it? What it don't do you no good just to know it. So I implement it, I live it. Hence, sage. Resurrection is you killing your ego personality. Why? Because at Judgment Day, the ego personality is what's going to carry all the weight in your heart and make it heavy. Where Ahmet's going to have his way with you. You need to lighten your heart, purify your heart with selfless deed, righteous action. I keep explaining that to you. That's how it's done. But if you're ego driven, me, I, give me, I want more. You're going to have a heavy heart. Like the phoenix, okay? You can rise out of your own ashes of ignorance and soar into your higher self of knowledge of self, spiritual truth. Live them, understand them, and you will be better for it. Trust me on that one. Watch this. Now, Haru, the hawk-headed warrior who always beats out the ego. The young Haru couldn't do that, okay? The mature Haru couldn't do that. Only Haru full grown. Haru that means the adult already. AK, they say when the hawk is flying, when the blackbird jump on his back, which is the ego represents set, he don't even fight. He just soar. He just soar. He elevate. He rise. He go higher. Why? Because the blackbird set can only go but so high. They got to get off. So he don't waste his energy fighting. He just soar. So when you're dealing with ignorant people, you don't waste your energy. You just soar. You rise above them philosophically and mentally. You can outmaneuver them by being smarter than them. You already are. Don't get ignorant like them. They win in that deal. You wallowing in the mud with the pig. I call it ignorant people pigs, but that's the concept. All right, I'm going to cast aspersions. Here we go. Let me wrap this up. I appreciate you tuning in. We're back doing what I do, teaching. Hope you get the lesson. Hope you enjoy it. Let's go. Now, okay, the gurus are respected, not just for what they say, but for what they do and how they live the truth that they believe and shows it to you. Not just telling you, they show you. So when they speak, you listen. That's why. And my dude, my master Sadi Guru, quick lesson. He went meditative state. He figured he'd take a sit down and go half-hour meditation. He woke up 13 days later. So when he speak, I listen. That's just me. All right, here you go. Your ego, here we go back again, is your lower self, your lower nature, okay? Below the waist. I tell a long time ago, stop living below the waist. That's only 3 degrees. Mason, if you got 3 degrees, you haven't mastered yourself yet. You need the other 4. Raise your conscious level, raise your knowledge of self, all the same thing. But living below your waist won't get you there, okay? Raise your consciousness, raise your ability. Your ego is your lower self, aka ego personality. It wants to be praised. It wants to be adored. It wants to be worshiped like what? God. Hence ego mentality. Okay. Next one is if you're satisfied with having people praise you for your gifts that God gave you, ego. If all that matters to you is what others think and feel about you, ego. If you can't be told what to do because it's all about you and you're the CEO or you're in charge, ego. If your end goal is to have money, fortune, and fame, that's all again. Ego tripping. Those qualities I don't exhibit. I don't have. Why? It don't get you nowhere, and it's all ego driven. My ego don't drive me. That's why. Wrap it up. I'm about done. I appreciate you tuning in. Let's go. Now, know thyself and become a guru is what right thinking philosophy can and will do for you. If that's what you choose to do, I can help you because I choose to do the same thing, and that's what I'm working on doing myself. All right, here you go. I know with daily studying and practice of what I learned, and I will find out you will find the guru in you too. That's how it's done. Practice. All gurus don't have long white beards, okay? Some of them have sweatsuits. Just saying. Had to get that one there. All right. Sweatsuit wearing sage. That's your boy. A guru knows themselves, and if you engage with them, they will get to know you too. Why? Because they use I wear the all seeing eye. Why? Because I see what you're not looking at. This is called a spiritual for a reason. I see your spirit. Can you see mine? Last thing, the tools I give you are for you to what? Become a real life guru too. Practice make perfect. Get to work if that's what you want to do. I'm working at it right now. I got more for you. I'll be back.